Hey, what's going on, everybody? Long time. I know. Doing a lot of traveling. Didn't get a chance to come at you from some of the places I was in. But no time like the present to get back in touch, right? So, as usual, coming to you here live on a Wednesday the 9th. Just getting out of my networking meeting, as I do every Wednesday, and figured, you know what? Let me give you a little bit of ray since the year and the month coming to a close, and figured since it's been probably a couple of weeks at least, hey there, that I gave you some nuggets, some business tips, maybe a kick in the ass that you need, whatever the case may be. We're going to talk about taking the risk, taking the plunge, doing it for yourself. And what I mean by that is, if you didn't have the year that you were expecting in 2015, thank you for the hearts, appreciate it. And if you're an industry professional that has been contemplating starting your own business, do it. I implore you, do it. There's so many people that hesitate. They think too long about it. They talk to way too many people about it. And most people don't just come up with this overnight, maybe I should go into business for myself. Chances are, if you're thinking long and hard about it, you've been thinking long and hard about it for a long time. Maybe most of this year. So maybe you work for a company that you're going to go into competition with. Maybe you have a background in a particular industry that you're going to start a business in that doesn't have anything to do with what you're doing right now. All I can say is, gang, 2016 is a couple of weeks away. The economy still sucks in a lot of different sectors. We're still hemorrhaging jobs in a lot of different sectors. I'm not going to get political on you because that's not my style, but I don't listen to the pundits in government that talk about the jobs that are being created, because they're being created in a lot of different sectors where there's a ton of turnover because the pay isn't there, the opportunities aren't there. So if you are that frustrated, if you're that fed up, then I say go for it. Because to me, and listen, I'm not delusional. I know that there's a lot at stake when you go into business for yourself. I mean, not just money. You know, you could ultimately end up losing, your life savings if it doesn't work out, or maybe even more than that. However, I am always of the mindset that if you're going to bet on anybody, you should be betting on yourself. You guys agree with that? Bet on yourself. Don't rely on anybody. Yes, nobody builds a business overnight. Nobody becomes successful without a team at some point, whether they're the men and women behind closed doors, the men and women behind you and your brand. I did a segment on that a while back. Okay? But at some point, it all starts with you. The shingle gets hung because of you. And you have to be the brand, become the brand, maintain the brand, and build the brand. But if 2015 has not gone your way, then time to make 2016 your year. And again, the struggle's going to be there, the roller coaster, the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations. Talk to your mentors. I talked about that a while back, about having a mentor. Every successful person that I know, from your top dogs, your million and billionaires, to just local entrepreneurs and business owners that always have had a mentor at some point in time when it came to building their business and building their brand. I'm not talking about somebody that had the business handed to them, okay? But these are things that I consult on a daily, weekly, and monthly, and even yearly basis. I help people grow their businesses in a lot of different ways, and also offer the opportunity to teach them how to be in business for themselves, even utilizing some of the same platforms and resources that I do personally. And it's fantastic. And it does mitigate and minimize a lot of the risk. So think about the past 12 months or 11 and a half months. Think about your job. Even if you had a good year financially, whether you're a salesperson, whether you're an operations person, even if you're administration, were you appreciated enough? How long have you been there? That's a whole nother topic. I want to start my own business, but I've been with this company for 10 years, 15, 20 years. That means you're well experienced, doesn't it? Right? You have a wealth of knowledge and experience in industry. But are you appreciated at your job? Most people aren't, unfortunately. Are you recognized at your job? Not only for your accomplishments, for your loyalty, for being a company person, a company man or woman, and always doing the right thing. And if you're answering no, gang, to these questions, these should be some of the signals to hopefully push you over the edge in a good way. Some people don't know where to start. Some people don't have a clue. It's okay. You just got to have the drive, the ambition. You got to have the fire in the belly. And then you work your way through good channels of people that will help you navigate the early ongoings to put you on the right path. Again, comes down to a mentor or somebody you know and trust in industry, somebody that has done it. And again, I'm not delusional, guys. There's not going to be a ton of people that are going to be willing to help you. For some of you, it might not even be family and friends. They might tell you you're nuts because you're getting ready to walk away from what could be perceived as a fantastic job, the best job. Why do you want to go start your own business? You're making a ton of money. Yeah, well, guess what? If you're unhappy, you have no time to enjoy your family, to go on vacation, to enjoy your boat, your motorcycle, your weekend vehicle, whatever that is. What's going to change at your job? Think about that. Think about the past 5 years. Think about what the outlook looks like for the next 5 years. If it doesn't look much better, time for a change. Should be time for a change. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, maybe I'm doing a little bit of preaching because today was my turn to speak at my networking meeting. I was actually one of the featured speakers. I'll be actually speaking tonight on the Market America and Shop.com opportunity, which is amazing and has completely changed my life and then allowed me to be an internet marketing professional. All that being said, it was time to take the plunge for me 12, almost 13 years ago, gang, and I still was working a full-time job. Still working a full-time job, making great money. I had to walk away because the time was the time. Good for you, Maria. From a 6-figure income. Made 6 figures for a number of years. Did very well. Rose to the ranks in each company I was with, except for being an owner. I was even a partner in one firm. But it was finally time. It was finally time to do it myself. So I implore you, I urge you, not to just quit your job and go start a business overnight and take that huge plunge. If you're in a position financially to do that, then God bless you. Most people aren't. So just make sure, worst case scenario, Ben Franklin evaluation. Draw the line down the middle of the paper. Pros, cons, right? Good, bad, yeses and nos, do's, don'ts. And make sure you talk to enough people who you trust, love, and respect. And as I always say, if you're not willing to trade places with them, why take advice from them? Hey, Russia's checking in. Love back at you, Russia. Think about that. It's very easy for somebody to give you advice that doesn't have to live with the consequences. Even if they're telling you to stay at your job. Even if they're telling you to stay at your job. Why would you leave? You're nuts. But yet, they're not the ones that have to walk in the door every day unhappy, miserable, hating the people they're working next to, you know, not liking their boss, being treated like shit. Pardon my French. But you get the idea. So I wanted to come at you. I don't know if this probably won't be the last broadcast of the year. I'm hoping over the past few months that I've been doing this, and that you have gotten some kind of nuggets out of it. If you got a lot more out of it, great. But if you really, really, really are serious and have been thinking about it for most of this year or even prior to, get your ducks lined up in a row. Talk to the people that you trust and respect and admire, who have walked in your shoes, not somebody that hasn't, and make a decision to go for it and bet on yourself. Take the risk, take the plunge, because at the end of the day, you live and die by what you're doing, right? You live and die by the decisions that you make. You will ultimately be responsible and are responsible for where you are and where you end up. Look, guys, I'm not down in jobs. I used to make a very good living putting people in jobs as an executive recruiter. But last time I checked, this is these United States of America, and if you don't like where you're at or what you're doing, change it. Move on. Get a new job. Start a business. Because we still have the freedom to do that. I implore you, I urge you, go for it. If there's anything I can do to help, love to try to work with you if I can. If you don't have no clue where to start, then private message me through social media and we'll have a conversation. We'll have a conversation. I'm not going to try to pitch you or sell you on anything you don't need or want or that you're not interested in, but we'll just have a Q&A session. Fair enough? So with that, I got to get to my day here. Got some client visits I'm going to take care of today and get some work done because I'm trying to shut down the last 2 weeks of this month and take it easy. Not really my style because I always like to stay ahead of the competitors, but at the same time, I do have a family. I love them very much. Want to spend a lot of time with them. And I've worked very hard this year, so I earned a little bit of time off. And I hope you did too. So just in case we don't get a chance to connect, or just in case there's a small chance I don't broadcast again, I wish every single one of you happy holidays, a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, and again, whatever you're celebrating, celebrate it well, celebrate it with family, never take them for granted, because they're not always going to be here. So, best to all of you guys. I'll come back at you hopefully again at least 1 or 2 more times. If you haven't checked me out on social media, please do so. Merry Christmas to you. At Ray Yedman, social media platforms. Check out my YouTube channel. Again, I'm Ray Yedman everywhere, guys. I appreciate any subscribers. And if there's anything I can do to help you back, follow you, connect, subscribe back, I do it. I do it. It's always a two-way street with me. So have a great rest of the day, great rest of the week, and look forward to catching up with you guys soon. Take care.